guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. My oldest is getting ready to graduate, which is awesome. And today is going to be a weekly plan with me in my EC Vertical Weekly. And it is Easter when I'm planning this. It's Easter morning. We're getting ready for church. And what I really want to do is plan in this new beautiful hexagon planner. However, tomorrow is launch day. I know this is going up way after launch day, but planners are available now if you're interested. I did a full review and walkthrough of the Hexagon Vertical Weekly. I'm going to be putting in my order tomorrow. I am unsure what I'm going to get. They sent me this planner. However, it's only a 12-month planner and I really prefer an 18-month planner, so I think I'm going to give this one to Emma and see if she wants to use it. She's been using the Compact Vertical for the past 3 years, I think. So this is definitely different, but obviously they do not have the Compact Vertical anymore. Anyways, I'm sure that pretty soon I will be doing a plan with me in the new EC planners. I will most likely, because I will get 18-month planners, I will redate October and November, I think, of 2026 to line up with May and June of 2025. Although this year they are giving you the monthly calendars for May and June, which is really neat. And so maybe I won't redate the monthly calendar, but I will just use the weekly sections. I'm unsure. That's a lot of chat about not planning, but planning adjacent. So the way that I plan every week, if you've been watching my plan with me's at all, for a weekly plan with me, I do a brain dump in my A5 Daily Duo. On this page between Sunday and Monday, there's a full lined page between Sunday and Monday, and then there is this weekly overview or preview page as well, which I haven't been using as much, but I do always do my brain dump, so that is where we're going to start. I'm kind of unsure what I have going on this week. This week is actually a little bit lighter than it was supposed to be. We had several appointments this week that actually got moved to earlier in the month of April, so this week is going to be a little bit more not relaxed, but restful, at least on the front end, which is nice because I feel like I've been going straight out for every day since my reset week, which if you haven't seen my 13th week reset vlogs, I will leave that whole playlist linked for you. My whole quarterly refresh for goals and everything. It was so good, but I am going to keep talking. So instead I'm going to just start doing my brain dump. On my list because I have a little bit extra time at home this week. Oh, I don't know how realistic I'm being, but we will see. First thing I'm going to do though is the weather, which today it is so windy out. Yesterday was absolutely beautiful. It was 75 and that was really nice. This week it's going to be back in the 50s, which is fine. It's fine. We live in Maine, it's expected. There will be a couple of days that it's in the 60s, hopefully. Hopefully that will be the same. My mom is in Florida right now, and she is saying how warm it is down there, and I am absolutely jealous. I wish that she would send some more warm air up here. One of the interesting things is of the new EC launch is that they do not have nearly as many accessories as they normally do. And I was kind of thinking that I wanted to get new highlighters for my planner because I've been using these ones. These are the Bold Blooms, which I think they still have available. The Bold Blooms pack. There's one that I'm not using and these ones are not labeled, but each one has, you know, I color code everything, which you will know if you've been here. So this mustardy color is home management stuff, purple is homeschool and family, like kid stuff, the pink is my goals, the green is personal, and this more tealish color is work stuff. And they're the same kind of color variations that I have always used, but I would like something a little bit brighter for the Erin Condren planners. Now, when I am using my Sterling Ink daily planner, I like the more muted colors, but for the Erin Condren planners, I don't know. It just screams bright to me. I am done with homeschool, but I'm not entirely done with homeschool because Jack and Emma have a little bit more to do, and Lucy also does. She had some oral surgery last week, and so pretty much did not do school last week. Jack and Emma were doing school. I was just taking care of Lucy. And then, but this week she's got to finish up her math. She has just a couple more exercises left, and hopefully that will all get done this week. This is what happens when I'm not looking at the top of the calendar. Oh gosh, I've already messed up here. Fun fact that I totally forgot when I sat down. I watched Hannah from Han Can Plan talk about her new life planner that she was reviewing. And she took the ruler, the stencil ruler that they redid, I think last year, and said that you can use this for highlighter to draw a straight line. And I never realized that. And then I just went ahead and didn't use it now. Anyways, okay, where's my pen? All right, so Monday I have Monday reset, I have groceries and food prep. Wednesday I have the electronic screens. We have, Monday meeting to go over homeschool stuff and homeschool. I do not expect I will be doing too much here, but I'm just putting it here. I did not put it towards the end of the week because we have some other stuff going on, so I don't think that I'm really going to be focusing on that too much. Wednesday is our passion project day. Monday is actually a holiday. It's Patriots Day, so I won't be able to do the library or the phone call till Tuesday, but Tuesday I will probably be filming. Tuesday is also my birthday, so maybe I won't film on my birthday. Maybe I'll put filming here. Yes, okay, so we're going to do library, coffee shop here, and then I need to call about my birth certificate because I went to get my passport and I have like a short birth certificate is what they're called, which doesn't work. So I called like I have to call like the US Vital Records or something. I'm not sure. That's going to be crazy. Okay, so Monday I think I want to do journal catch up, and also I've been considering commonplace journals, but adjusting it because I want to do kind of like bullet journaling, but also have it be a little bit more journal and less task oriented because I already have some task stuff. Yeah, EC lunch. So I'll get up early and try and do my order and figure out what I'm going to do. And then, all right, so Monday I have Weekly Plan With Me. These videos will be up, so I will leave them linked if you're interested. My 13th week vlog renew. I'm hoping to record tomorrow an EC launch order chat, which I did last year, and it actually helped me figure out exactly what I wanted to work on with planning. All right, so film, EC, lunch, chat, and then I have main homeschool network, welcome. I don't actually like to use these thicker pens, but I didn't grab the right one. All right, emails, May content here. And then on this side, Friday, I have my last 13th week vlog, rest, which was a lot of fun. Thursday, I have restock toilet paper, and somebody actually messaged me or asked a question in a comment about whether or not I write my kids' chores down on my to-do list. And for the most part, I don't. But sometimes the things that I'm having Lucy do, I do write down just to check in with her. I don't necessarily have to do it, but it's such a habit for me to write it down. I don't necessarily write it in my daily plan, but I do write it on my weekly plan. And then they do have checklists that they can look at on the fridge or in their planners. So that's just what I do. I have spend tracking, and I have sort and file papers, and it is my monthly reset day, which I will write down in a second. I also have my live stream, and then Lucy has an appointment at 7:45. Okay. I would like to film a lot of stuff here. We will see if it gets done. Friday is bathrooms and sheets, and technically also washing floors, but because it's supposed to be raining on Saturday, I'm not sure I'm going to be doing that. Okay, so my monthly reset, I've pretty much done my family and personal calendars. However, I think I want to move May calendar into my new life planner, but I will not have my life planner on Thursday if I order it on Monday. There's no way. So I'm going to have to see when I get my new life planner. I already have done May in this life planner, and I have done May on my family calendar, but I just need to check to make sure any additional appointments, because since I did those at the end of March for my April monthly reset, I've added a bunch of new appointments to the calendar. I have written them down, I think mostly here, but not on the family calendar. Then some other things that I have this week. My home management project is the office, and my office is pretty well cleaned up, but I could probably clean up a little bit more. Since we've had the flood, I have a bunch of stuff in my office closet that does not belong in there, but I don't have a place for it right at the moment. And the basement is also still just in disarray. Everything's packed up, but because I want to paint, and that's not going to happen anytime soon, we still have to fix the leak. We have to take off our front door, and there's like rotted floorboards, and I don't know how much that's going to take as far as time goes, or money, to be honest. And so I haven't really gone down in the basement all that often just because I'm not motivated at the moment. So I can kind of tidy up my office and maybe sort out some of the homeschool curriculum that I've gotten, because I do want to do a couple of unboxing videos. I think that this is all I'm going to put down. We'll have leftovers on Monday because I'm making a ham today. I don't know what we're going to do for my birthday, if I'm going to make something or if we'll order, and I'm actually unsure for the rest of the week as well. So let's do some stickers. So Emily Henry has a new book coming out on Tuesday, which is very cool. And I think Abby Jimenez had a book that came out earlier in the month, but I have not read it. I think I'm on a request list at the library for probably 6 years from now, I think. I am probably going to be doing a lot of filming this week to try and get ahead for May. Oh, you know what I didn't put down? I am doing a couple of workshops at a conference in a couple of weeks, and my workshop is done, but I probably need to practice it. And I also want to do a printout, like a handout. I'm not doing a PowerPoint or anything because that's just not how I work, but I don't know, maybe I should consider doing that. Filming here, my monthly reset, and then probably should list out what I want to film here. I think I'm gonna have to do stuff on Saturday. Do we have stuff going on? If I could get my homeschool planning series done, that would be probably quite good. It has been hanging over my head because I have been doing so much research, and I film these in real time so that I can share any new tips or tricks or things that I'm thinking about as I'm going through my own homeschool planning. I follow a similar process, but this year I'm doing so much more with creating courses for Jack. I have used a lot of AI to help me compile resources, but that means that I really have to deep dive on those resources. It's not just like purchasing curriculum from Sunlight or Masterbooks or The Good and the Beautiful or BJU Press. You know, I'm not utilizing ready-made homeschool curriculum. I'm kind of creating my own curriculum from other resources, and so I have to kind of make sure that the books that I'm getting and the units that I'm planning out are A, realistic, and B, actually going to teach what I want to teach. So it is a little bit of more legwork, I think. It's helpful because it's helping me brainstorm in a much larger way, because these are things that I don't know a whole lot about, but also because I don't know a whole lot about it, it makes it more challenging. Planning out English and history is relatively easy for me, but any sort of coding, computer science, that kind of stuff, I really don't have a good understanding of it. And so I do have a lot of conversations with Jack to just try and make sure that what I'm planning sounds like it's following the right path for him and that he has some idea of what I'm talking about. So it's going to be an interesting year, but I'm definitely excited about it, and I can't wait to share what I'm going to be doing once it's all planned out, which I used to do a really good job at sharing at the beginning of May what our next homeschool year was going to look like. I think it's much more likely that it's not going to be until June this year, maybe at the end of May, potentially. We will see. I got distracted. Let's see. Okay guys, here is the week of April 21st. Tomorrow is EC Insider Launch Day. The 22nd is General Launch. They don't sell out of these planners. It's not like some of the planner companies that only order a certain amount. These are fully customizable, so you get to choose your start, whether it's July, August, or January, and you also get to choose your layout and your design and all of that stuff if you want add-on pages. I'm really excited. I have to kind of sit down and figure out what I'm going to do. I am unsure, but I am very happy that I'm only going to be out of the house a couple of times this week, because this past week I was out like twice a day for appointments and it was just a little crazy. Not that the following week isn't going to be super busy, but this week it'll be a little bit more at home, which is nice, especially with my birthday, so that I can just kind of hang out with my kids, go to the coffee shop, go to the library, hang out, do some fun things that way. So thank you guys so much for watching. Next week I will have a week of daily plans to kind of show you how this week turns out. Everything is always subject to change. You know, I can have great intentions planning out my week and then somebody can get sick and it throws everything off. In fact, last week Lucy got sick a few days after her surgery, and so it has been a little bit more crazy with me trying to get in and out of the house and her not feeling well. And then this weekend, my throat started to bother me. Crossing my fingers, it's just allergies, and a little oregano oil will help, but we will see. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for more help and encouragement around home management, goals, homeschooling, planning, any of that kind of stuff, I would love for you to come check out my membership community. That link is always in the description box. I do have a full review and walkthrough of the new Vertical Weekly and the Hexagon design from Erin Condren, as well as all of the planners being available. If you ordered something on launch, let me know. I would love to hear about it. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.